Hello, welcome to FightCore USA.
They say in life, there's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Which one will win? Well, we will soon find out, because that's what's going to happen when two titans collide in the ring. Because this Saturday, October 28th, live on there is a great clash between two heavyweights who are known for two completely different styles of fighting. The relentlessly offensive style of Deontay Wilder and the incredibly defensive style of and this will be a rematch of their previous encounter from 5 years ago, where Wilder won by TKO in the first round, but that was a different Stiffer. This is a wiser, more experienced, more mature. So how does he fare against the Bronze Bomber? Let's find out. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the latest news and information for all things combat sports. It is time to look at a couple of fighters who embody the phrase unstoppable force meets immovable object. On one corner, we have the knockout artist, Bronze Bomber himself, Deontay Wilder. In the other corner, we have the master technician, the master defender, the veteran, remains. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. This is the ultimate test for a power puncher against a defensive genius. And the question everyone wants to know the answer to is, can the hammer finally break through the wall? Because let me tell you, it is going to be a battle of the wills, a war of attrition. One thing is pretty much guaranteed in this fight, though, and that is that there is not going to be any love lost between these two heavyweights when they step foot into the ring. If you watched our pre-fight interview with Deontay Wilder, then you heard him say that he wants to send a message to Tyson Fury. He's been calling out Tyson Fury left and right. And if he wants another shot at the Gypsy King, he has to get past Stivern first. Now, for many people, this is considered a tune-up fight for Wilder as he gets ready for his trilogy match with Fury, but he knows he can't overlook Stivern because, like we said, he's a former heavyweight champion and he's no pushover for Steve Orr. This is a completely different story. This is a legacy-defining moment for him. He's coming off a huge upset win over Charles Martin in his last outing. And now, he's looking to make it 2 in a row against a top contender. He knows this could be his last opportunity at a heavyweight title. So believe you me, he's gonna leave it all in the ring. Now, as I alluded to earlier, Wilder and Stivern do have history. They fought way back in 2015, and at that time, Wilder was just getting started in his career. He was still very raw, but he had that power puncher's mentality, which has carried him throughout his career. He came out swinging haymakers, and one of them caught Stivern, putting him down on the canvas. Now, Stivern got up, but he never really recovered. Wilder continued to come forward with those big right hands until referee Tony Weeks jumped in and stopped the fight. However, this is not the same Deontay Wilder, and this is not the same Stivern from that 2015 bout. Wilder went on a hiatus after his loss to Fury in their first fight back in 2020. He took some time away from the sport, regrouped, re-energized, and then made some changes in his camp. He brought in new trainers and new sparring partners. And so far, it seems to be working. He got back in the win column, stopping Robert Helenius in the first round last time out. Stivern, on the other hand, he was inactive for a few years as well. And in his last fight, he didn't even make weight. Despite being inactive for so long and not making weight, he went in there with Charles Martin and pulled off an upset. He used his masterful defensive skills and his jab to control the pace of the fight. It was a very boring outing for most fans, but a very effective one for Steven. So how does this one play out? Well, on paper, it looks like a mismatch. You have a former champion, highly touted prospect, facing off against a veteran who's seen better days. But like I said, this is not your average matchup. You have a guy in Wilder who is known for letting his hands go and swinging for the hills, and a guy in Stivern who's a defensive wizard. Wilder, even in his losses, is known for putting on an exciting performance. But against Stivern, I think this might be the first time we see Wilder take a more cerebral approach to his fighting style. Wilder needs to use his jab more effectively and pick his spots wisely. If he comes out swinging haymakers like he usually does, I don't think it's going to end well for him. On the flip side, Stivern is going to have success. If he just tries to sit on his stool and try to frustrate Wilder is too good and too powerful to do that against. Stivern has to come out and use his jab and keep his guard up. The biggest key to this fight for me will be patience. Whichever fighter remains patient and picks their spots will have success in this fight. I think this will be a tactical battle of wits. It will be a battle of skills and ring generalship. It will be a chess match of sorts. But there will also be fireworks. I mean, if Wilder lets his hands go, there's always the possibility of a knockout. But Stevon can't sleepwalk through this fight either. If he comes in half, expecting a win, Wilder can put him out cold. This is a true test for both fighters. It's a true test of styles. And it will be fascinating to see how it plays out. For me, I see this fight going one of two ways. Either Wilder boxes and uses his jab, staying light on his feet, picking his spots and trying to land that one big knockout blow. Or we see the old Wilder that comes out swinging haymakers, trying to end the fight early, trying to force a knockout. If Wilder boxers, I actually give the nod to Stivern, because I think Stivern's defense is so underrated. People forget that Stivern was able to go toe-to-toe with Wilder in their first fight before the fight was stopped. And if it wasn't for that low blow that happened in the rematch, I think we would have seen a different outcome in that fight as well. But if Wilder comes out swinging, trying to end the fight early, I give the advantage to Wilder. I think Wilder's power is too much for Stivern to handle. So how do you see this one playing out? Do you see Wilder breaking through Stivern's tough defense and ending it early? Or do you see Stivern frustrating Wilder and possibly winning a decision? Let us know what you think in the comments below. This is a must-win fight for both of these guys. And like I mentioned earlier, it's legacy defining for both of these guys. Wilder wants to get back on track and make another run at the heavyweight title, and Stivern is looking to make a name for himself once again. I think it's safe to say that this will be a boxing purist's dream fight, because there will be no trash talk, no antics, just two guys toe-to-toe in the ring trying to outbox each other, one guy trying to overwhelm the other, and the other guy trying to outlast and counter. And like I said earlier, the outcome of this bout will be a legacy-defining moment for both competitors. I think it's safe to say that come fight night, there will be no love lost between these two heavyweights. And the fans are going to be on the edge of their seats watching this one unfold. Do you guys have a favorite in this one? Let us know in the comments below. Who do you think will win? Do you think Wilder will continue his legacy as one of the most feared knockout artists in the heavyweight division? Or do you think Stivern will shock the world once again? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video. And as always, we'll see you next time.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.